I'm so fed up. It's over. It's done. I can't be asked anymore. Why? I'm just drained. I can't be asked. It's not worth it. Like, I'm leaving. Please give me a break. I'm done. No. Hey guys, welcome back. So I know it's been a while, but yeah, it's just like a lot of things has happened. I know, like, what is it? When was the last time I uploaded on this channel? Let me check. I think it's about like 6 months ago or something. Give me a sec. Yeah, so the last update one is reacting to the Cyber thing, right? Which was 7 months ago, and yeah, a lot of things has changed. Yeah, and I haven't done much posting on this channel, so I know it's my fault. But the main reason is that I started a PhD in AI and it's draining. So yeah, let me just give you the background story. So what's actually happening is that I started a PhD, so it's sad times. But it should be good for what I was planning to do, is what I'm passionate about. And same with you guys, like I don't want to leave you alone, and it's been so long. I was always trying to create a video, but I just didn't have the time to get around it since I just started, and I don't want to fall behind of what I have to do during my 4 years of my PhD. So that's why I have to sacrifice something, and I decided to sacrifice you guys, so sorry about that. But hopefully I should be posting some videos, but don't trust me on being consistent, since I don't think, like, stuff always pops up. Like if you look at my timetable, it says that I have some free time during the week, but like I always have like some seminar or conference or random meetings that just shows up out of nowhere, and like I just have to attend, because if I don't, then they would just be like, why? You just meant to be doing this full time. Well, what are the things that's been holding you up? And I have no answer for that, right? So yeah, that's the main reason. So I'm gonna be traveling back to London to see my parents. So hop along. So now I'm back in London. As you can see, the background is different. The room is different. So yeah. So now it comes to me telling the story, right? Like why or what happened in the past 7 months of my life that I haven't shared with you guys, and why I just went invisible, like, for the last 7 months, and not give any updates either on any social media, or like, yeah, not on my social media. I'm just trying to remember, did I post anything on Instagram? No. But yeah, so the idea is I've just been very busy with my main priority kind of thing, because this is like a hobby, whereas my main goal is to become a computer scientist. That's what I'm interested about or passionate about. So the idea is that you might know that so my last update, my last post was when I was doing my MSc or master's degree at St Andrews on AI or artificial intelligence, and like I was busy doing my exams and stuff in May and April and May, I think. Then we had to do our dissertation, so I was just busy with that and didn't have time to make any content. But also looking at what to do next, since if I want to work or if I want to go to an industrial environment, I need to start applying for jobs then. Or if I want to go into the research side, I need to start applying then as well. So I was like, at that stage, I didn't know what to do. I had no like solid pathway at that given stage. So the idea was like, okay, let me apply to both of them, since I don't know what I was going to do and stuff. So I applied to a PhD program at University of Edinburgh, as well as some companies, like some big companies externally as well. But the problem is I want to become a machine learning engineer or an AI developer. But the problem is with that, they either ask for a PhD in computer science related field or mathematics related field or a master's with 10 years experience. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm just graduating. I was like, I had no experience. I don't have 10 years of experience. Like, I do have 1 year of like software engineering or full stack developer experience while doing my undergrad, but that 1 year versus 10 years is not what I even equivalent or anything. So it was insane. So I was like, what can I do? Another option is just to become a generic software developer, which is just a standard thing. And I was like, I don't want to do that, since especially after 2022 outbreak of AI, like ChatGPT was released and it just took the world out of the blue and stuff. And like the hot topic now is ChatGPT or like AI, like any form of AI, and Python is the most sought after programming language by any employer nowadays. Like even when I was looking at the job post on LinkedIn and stuff, Java just nowhere to be seen. Whereas Python is everywhere. Like it was like, oh, you're a Python developer, do you have like 5 years of experience in Python stuff? Whereas Java just doesn't exist. Like whereas like 5 years ago, Java used to be like the most popular language. So at that stage, I was more looking at, okay, is it better if I just have a PhD than work? And I was thinking of like a thing as well. So let's say if I start working, then like I want to go to the next level or something, the requirement is like a PhD or something. So I don't want to come back to the education after 5 years of being in industry kind of thing. So my thing was, I was looking at it and I was like, PhD is the highest level of education that you could do. Then after that, it's just like becoming preference stuff that's just given to you depending on your publications and stuff. So it's like a title that's rewarded just to just as a title presented on your work that you have submitted. So I was just thinking about that and I was like, what should I do? And meanwhile, I applied to the PhD in start of January or end of December, and I haven't heard anything back for the next like 4 months or something. Then somehow, like in the middle of April or something, I just heard like a message from them about my interview. And I was like, okay, this is out of the blue. Because I had no hope before like mid of April. I thought, okay, I should have heard it back in a month's time, but it's been so long. But I think they were just busy with undergrads applications and master's applications. So I think the PhD ones were the last ones. But luckily I got the call for the interview. Then luckily I did my best and passed the interview as well. And the questionnaire and my proposal was accepted. So the good thing about this PhD was that I wasn't working under a specific supervisor's project. It was my own proposal, my own idea kind of thing. So like it's what I was passionate about and what I'm interested about. So it should be good. Whereas I'm not working under another person's proposal. Whereas a normal PhD is where you work under a supervisor's main proposal or main objective. You just take a subsection of that and that becomes your PhD, or that becomes your thesis that you work on. So it's still under that branch if you think about it, whereas mine is my own separate thing. So my idea is that if I get that working, I could do a startup with that kind of thing. So that's like, it's still, that kind of says it's not like a traditional PhD, since mine is a CT as well. So if you want me to do another video about an in-depth review of what a CDT, what's the PhD kind of thing is, then let me know on the comment below. But yeah, sorry, I'm just rambling about what I did and I can't remember what I covered or not. So yeah, so that's why I was like at the same time I got the offer for a PhD as well. So it was a 4-year PhD and I was looking at jobs, didn't get any accepted, didn't go to the next stage. From initial application, I didn't even get like a hackathon question for any machine learning engineers or AI developers vacancies. They were just like, oh sorry, you don't have enough qualification, or we chose someone who had a better like profile than me. And I was like, dude, I have a master's in AI. I was like, what do you mean? But they were just saying that I didn't have enough experience or like a higher enough degree kind of thing for like a PhD or something. And I was like, okay, at that stage, I don't want to become a software engineer, since I know that even like ChatGPT is close enough to write the code itself. So like I know that in the next 10 years, like they're not going to hire like many developers, since they're just going to ask the large language model to write all the codes and stuff, and you just need one person to like monitor it to see if it's correct and stuff. So the amount of work would be reduced, and the amount of software engineers that's required would reduce. Whereas if I become a PhD, that will put me in like a small niche market. So I will be like one of the last one to be unemployed. And as you know, as we move on throughout the years, AI is going to become a key part of our lives. Even now in the next 5 years, like, just see the amount of change that's going to happen is going to be mind-blowing. So I was like, okay, if I wanted to have a high employability rate, I need to do something that's relevant. And I believe like having a PhD, so my PhD is on AI as well, but with my own project. I don't want to give much away about my own idea, but so with that, I think it will be highly impactful for the market at that time or in the future as well. So that's the idea, that's what's been happening. So the first semester being hectic since it's totally different. Like a CDT especially is more work compared to a normal PhD, and the problem is that we didn't have enough guidance, and the problem is the admin also, they replaced the whole admin team for the CDT, and no one knew what was going on. So we meant to get some paperwork and like set up guides of what to do for the first semester or the first year, and we haven't received anything during the first year, only now in second year, or like in like end of February that we're seeing these things. We're meant to receive at the start of the year, so in September of last year. In the UK it's like September to August kind of thing, but we didn't receive anything like that. So that's the main issue. So that's why semester one was so hectic, since it was like we had no idea what to do, and we're just relying on our supervisor to help us. But the CDT is different, it's a bit different, since it's more yourself, and you had to do some other compulsory modules like a master's as well, kind of. So that's why it was like more work in that sense. That's why I couldn't give you any updates regarding this matter during like 3 months ago, for example, after I got in, or like in September. So after I finished my dissertation for masters, after I graduated from masters, why not giving you anything? So that's another thing. So after I graduated, I only had like a week of holiday or of rest. Then I started my PhD. So I was like, I haven't had a day off or like a break. So my Christmas holiday was my first break after that whole year of just exhausted and like intensive work. And I was like, I needed that. Was a 4 weeks holiday during Christmas, so that was really good. And I finally got to meet my family and friends, kind of thing. So that was great. So I think I needed that cool down period to recover and become mentally aware and less stressed, kind of thing. So now I have some motivation to do some extra stuff, since I don't want to just focus on just reading and stuff. So it's like, that's why I want to give you some update, and hopefully this makes sense. Let me know if you want me to make any videos regarding how to apply for a PhD, what you need to become a computer scientist, what you need to do during a GCSE, A-levels and stuff to apply for a computer science degree at uni, if you want to know that. Let me know what type of videos you'd like for me to make, kind of thing, because not everyone knows about computer science, and like nowadays it's becoming really popular, especially after the AI exposure, kind of thing. So let me know. Until next time, see ya, bye.